Good morning, you guys, and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Alexi. This morning, we're talking about self-worth. So how do we define self-worth? What does self-worth mean to you? And I read a quote this morning, actually, that perfectly defines how I feel about self-worth. And I thought it would be a great way to start off the conversation. Western cultures believe that we are alive for a purpose, to work, to make money. Some indigenous cultures believe we are alive just as nature is alive, to be here, to be beautiful and strange. We don't need to achieve anything to be valid in our humanness. You know, as society grows and changes and things are changing since 2020, and we're kind of all realizing culturally, slowly, mostly Gen Z, millennials are following, that our worth and our existence is not defined by our productivity. It's not necessary for us to start a business or get the best job or be super successful to be worthy, right? To be worthy of life and love and existence. We don't have to be productive in order to have value. There's something that I've kind of been noticing lately. So there's these three people that I went to high school with. And they've been in town for the past couple of days, and I've seen them around, and they've kind of sparked this thought process for me, because these three people, to me, are an exemplary example of what it looks like when your worth is fully based in your productivity, in your wealth. I see in them that their self-worth is based in productivity, in making money. And this isn't necessarily like a bad thing. Like, there are all sorts of experiences in this life, and this is one of those. But this is one that I have kind of noticed and been thinking about a lot recently because they've been in town and I've been able to kind of observe. So they're all very fit. They're all very focused on their social media followings. They're all entrepreneurs, really focused in like building wealth and being productive and always being the best version of yourself. And it's interesting to me to watch these people because they're so different from me in that I don't find my inherent value in what I do. I find it in existing. It's interesting to watch people who do find their inherent value in their productivity and their wealth. That is where they find their value. If they didn't have their businesses or their nice bodies, right, they might not be all that happy. This is simply an experience that the universe wants to have, right? I believe that we are all a vessel through which the universe experiences itself. So my inherent value as a human being is no different than the value of my cat. My cat and I are an equal entity. Like, my cat and I are equal, and you might be able to hear her right now chirping at the birds. The bird and the cat are equal, right? Because we are simply, in my own thought, this is how I feel about the universe and existence. I am a vessel through which the universe experiences itself. I provide to the universe a lens through which it can experience life in a new and different way. My cat does that as well. The bird does that. The worm does that. The tree does that. And so we are all equal in that. The blade of grass is as valuable as I am to existence, to life. And that goes against a lot of what society tells us. When you think about me versus Bill Gates, for example, Bill Gates probably provides more value to society than I do. But when it comes to beyond society, the universe, existence, we are equal. He provides a lens through which the universe experiences itself, and so do I. And so does a whale, and so does a snail. And I rhymed. I don't believe wealth, productivity, fitness level, any other societal measure of worth, I don't think that is where self-worth exists. And I think that when we allow people to believe that is where their self-worth lies, that's where their inherent value as a person is, I believe that is where society like really has failed humans. it at least in Western society, you know, there's so many ways that Western society has failed us, and it's a failing system, and I believe that we need to scrap it and start over. But one of the ways that it's really failed us is in, if we don't have all of these great, beautiful things that society has told us to need, we often lack self-worth. If we don't have the perfect body, if we weren't raised in a family with money, sometimes forces people to go out and build their own success and make their own money, and sometimes it forces people into a downward spiral of a lack of self-worth, because society has shown people and told people to believe that their worth exists in what they do, in the money they make. I believe that that couldn't be more wrong. I believe that our worth as humans lies in simply the fact that we are here. And just like that quote says, like, I really think that we're just here just to be alive and just to experience. The deeper we go into just being and feeling and existing, the deeper we go into that, the less we need of the rest of it. I believe that a simple life is really what we all are actually looking for at the root of it, because it's so ingrained in us that our self-worth comes from what we do and our productivity and what we create and how much wealth we build. We have people reaching for all of these things that they believe that will make them happy, and they won't. You know, we have people buying $35 million houses, and I don't believe that a $35 million house can make anyone happy. And we're trying to prove our worth to our parents, to society, to our peers. We're trying to prove something. Real self-worth and real happiness won't ever come from proving anything to anyone. It comes from realizing that you and my cat and your dog are all the same thing and are all equally worthy of living a happy existence. That's how I feel about self-worth. I would love to know what you guys think. I know that this is probably more of a controversial topic. People have lots of thoughts, so be sure to put them down in the comments and smash that like button. And I will see you guys next time.